And here it is, a 2003 Smart Roadster, notchback version with 60 kilowatt engine. The car comes in a striking blue color with a silver tritium safety set. It sits on a 16-inch spike-line wheels, and aside from the rear spoiler, everything is completely stock. Let's take a closer look at the condition of this 22-year-old car. Just by looking at it, I notice it might have been repainted, especially the light covers and the bumpers. There is a visible crack on the front bumper, which most likely happened when someone dropped the hood instead of gently lowering it and pressing down the proper way. The car is fitted with pretty new Goodyear tires, which is always a nice bonus. However, the brake discs looks like they will need to be replaced soon. The previous owner swapped the original wiper blades for some modern aero style one. And for the roof, it seems undamaged, but it has shrunk a bit in the middle. That's quite common on roadsters due to age and exposure to the elements. As you can see, the most of exterior plastics are faded, and I plan to restore them in a future video. The same goes for the wheels, wheel nuts and brake brass. They all need a proper detailing session. Now about the aftermarket rear spoiler. I'm still deciding whether I keep it or not. At the back there are few scratches from the parking, the towing hook cover is missing, and the rear valance feels a little bit loose and will need some adjustment. There are also a few cracks on the rear bumper. So what I will do, I will try to polish just the part of the hood. I separate the hood. You can see plenty here. First I will clean that up and then I will try to polish. But this is current situation. Plenty spheres. So let's try. Even after washing, you can still see marks left from mud and dirt. To really get it clean, I have to use a brush and soap on those areas. As I mentioned in first video, this car was left outside without any cover or sitting in garage. I definitely recommend to you using one if you don't have a garage. That way you will avoid any water ingress or to get car dirty like this. I believe some of you might be wondering why even bother washing and detailing these spots. Well, first of all, I like to get rid of all dirt so I can actually see if there are any leaks and where they are coming from. And second, it's just way easier to work on a clean car, especially since I'm planning to do a full service on it. Hope that makes sense. I had to go over these spots a few times, since it looks like they haven't been properly washed in years. Soap alone wasn't enough, so I also used a degreaser to get them clean. Just to mention, I didn't use a pressure washer on these areas. And I make sure to protect all connectors and electrical parts before getting any water near them. Alright, the car is completely clean, not a speck of a dirt left. I have left it on the sun to dry, so it's ready for the next steps. Now I have moved to the rear of the car, focusing on the dirt that is left under the rear lights, around the bumper and on the rear grille. These areas always seems to trap the most grime. As these spots are quite hard to approach, I use the brush with the soap. At this point you can see how much dirt is coming down. I also wash the top of engine bay, making sure to protect all the connectors and the alternator. Over here in the corner you can see how it looked before, and honestly for the first wash the result is really good. And after using detailer, this is current situation. Still you can see visible marks all over the hood. Same on this side. Herbalife still remaining. And let's see what polishing can do. Alright, now it's time for the first pass with the polishing machine using Sonax Cut Pro. Let's see how much it can bring back and smooth out these spots. And here is the result after first pass. I think you can immediately see the difference. After that I move on the rest of the hood. I speed up the video 2 times so you can see the process without waiting too long. And this is after first hand. I think it's much better compared to other side. Here you can see the car after just one pass with the polishing machine. You can already notice the shine coming back, and a lot of scratches and swirl marks are much less visible. It is amazing what a single pass can do. After that, we focus on the plastic parts of the car, which as you can see have faded from the sun over the time. One of the easiest and most effective ways to bring them back to life is using the product from the Sonax. It's a plastic renewer that is based on nanotechnology. It's affordable, easy to apply and really makes the plastic looks fresh and restored. Almost like brand new again. Honestly, it's a small step that makes a big difference in overall look of the car. After the plastic around the wipers, we moved on to the mirrors. Here is the old mirror which had some tape on it. We later replaced it with the second hand one that is looking proper again. But just for reference, here you can see how it looks after adding this paste from the Sonax. The best before and after I think is on fuel cap, as you can see here. The effect is of course not permanent, but it will keep your plastic shiny for at least 1 month. We decide to pass also the rear spoiler, which is not painted. And the last part to pass with this paste was side skirt. One touch-up I gave the car was a ceramic seal spray. This will help reduce how much dirt sticks to the paint and make future washes much easier. Now they are both shiny. This is blue one. After one hand of polishing, much better than before. I think so. You can tell me what you think and if you can see any difference. Let's see another side. This one is much better. No letters. Let me pass by. You can see the roof. Later on I will show you one defect. This I need to check, but you see how plastic came back in life and the reflection of the car. Good to see them together. This is how the color looks in the sun. It actually looks more blue, and in some spots you can even catch the hint of purple. Next up I'm using Sonax wax, which you can pick to match the color of your car. In this case I went with the blue one. I was curious to see if it would really make a difference, and honestly it definitely adds more shine and makes the paint pop up even more. Here is how the car looked before we started, before vacuuming and before removing the wet carpet. Every part, from the handles to the steering wheel, is dirty and greasy. First, we need to disinfect everything with the medical alcohol, and then we can move on to renewing the plastic parts. Little bit of detailing inside. You can see how dirty it is. So we will apply some degreaser for texture. Once everything is disinfected, it's much easier to see which areas need extra attention. Cleaning the plastic parts and renewing them really brings back that fresh, almost new feeling inside the car. It is amazing how much a little care can transform the interior. And saving the worst for last, the interior carpets. They were soaked from rain, heavy, moldy, and the smell was something else. I left them out in the sun to dry for a week. Apply a carpet spray to get rid of the odor. Gave them true chemical clean, and then vacuumed everything. Now they are looking and smelling much better. I am planning to put them back in the car in the future. That's it for the video. We are slowly bringing the Smart back to life. In the next one, we are going to attempt 200-kilometer road trip with the Roadster. It won't be alone, we will be joined by some friends. We will see how it handles, what surprises pop up along the way, and if we actually manage to finish the full trip. Stay tuned to find out.